Imagine standing in the middle of a WWE ring. The crowd is on its feet, your opponent can barely stand, and you have just one chance to finish the match. One super finisher, one unforgettable moment. But here's the question, which super finisher in WWE 2K26 is actually the best? Today we're ranking every single super finisher in the game, from the weakest all the way to the absolute best. Some of these moves are underrated, some are pure spectacle, and by the end of this countdown, only one will earn the number 1 spot. Let's get started. Let's kick things off at number 46 with Vader's diving moonsault. It's a legendary move with plenty of history behind it, but compared to the cinematic finishers you'll see later on, it just doesn't leave the same lasting impression. Coming in at number 45 is Diamond Dallas Page's draping cutter. It's smooth, creative, and well executed, but it never quite delivers that huge wow moment you'd expect from a super finisher. At number 44, we've got Bull Nakano's Harlem Hangover. The impact is solid, but the animation feels a little slower than many of the moves ranked above it. Next up at number 43 is the Iron Sheik's back suplex into camel clutch combo. It's unique and showcases classic technical wrestling, but visually it doesn't have the same excitement as WWE 2K26's strongest finishers. Taking the 42nd spot is British Bulldog's Avalanche Power Slam. It's a powerful top rope move, but it's also fairly straightforward compared to what's still to come. And rounding out this group at number 41 is Adam Pearce's Apron Pile Driver. The ring apron always adds danger, but the animation is a little shorter and less cinematic than the finishers ahead. Alright, that's the first group out of the way. Now things start getting much more interesting, because every move from here on feels like it could steal the show. At number 40, we have Kevin Owens' Apron Powerbomb. This move looks absolutely brutal. Few finishers make the ring feel this unforgiving, but some of the upcoming animations simply create even bigger moments. Coming in at number 39 is Hulk Hogan's middle rope leg drop. It's one of the most iconic finishers in wrestling history, and nostalgia definitely helps it. But WWE 2K26 has raised the bar with much bigger cinematic moments. Number 38 belongs to X-Pac's Avalanche X Factor. It's creative, flashy, and a lot of fun to watch, but it falls just short of the moves ranked above it. Next up is Santos Escobar's Avalanche Phantom Driver at number 37. This one's seriously underrated. The execution is smooth, and it deserves a lot more attention than it usually gets. At number 36, we've got Zelina Vega's Middle Rope Code Red. Speed, agility, and precision all come together perfectly, making it one of the cleanest women's super finishers in the game. Taking the 35th spot is Natalya's Pin-Up Strong. It's a technical masterpiece that perfectly matches her wrestling style, even if it isn't the flashiest move on the list. Coming in at number 34 is Nikki Bella's Rack Attack. It's still one of her signature moments, and the animation holds up surprisingly well. Number 33 goes to Billy Gunn's Diving Famouser. It's athletic, entertaining, and satisfying to watch, but it's missing that extra level of impact. At number 32, we have Solo Sikoa's Stabbing Samoan Spikes. Simple, aggressive, and absolutely vicious. Solo somehow makes every strike feel devastating. And just missing the next group at number 31 is Aleister Black's Mass Destruction. Fast, explosive, and incredibly satisfying every single time. We've officially made it into the top 30. From this point on, every super finisher feels worthy of ending a championship match. At number 30, we've got Rey Fenix's Mexican Muscle Buster. Rey Fenix combines unbelievable athleticism with incredible strength, creating one of the most impressive power moves in WWE 2K26. Number 29 goes to Oba Femi's Sit Out Last Ride Powerbomb. Pure dominance. Every landing feels absolutely crushing. Coming in at number 28 is Charlotte Flair's Middle Rope Natural Selection. Elegant, smooth, and perfectly executed. The Queen makes it look effortless. At number 27, we've got Bayley's Avalanche Bayley to Belly. It proves that even a relatively simple move can feel huge when it's delivered from the top rope. Number 26 belongs to Becky Lynch's Avalanche Manhandle Slam. Big Time Bex takes an already devastating finisher and somehow makes it even more dangerous. At number 25 is Jade Cargill's Avalanche Jaded. Strength, athleticism, and flawless animation combine to create one of the best women's super finishers in the game. Coming in at number 24 is Mark Henry's Avalanche World's Strongest Slam. The world's strongest man definitely lives up to his nickname here. Number 23 goes to Batista's Avalanche Powerbomb. Batista's raw power is on full display, and every landing feels like it could end the match instantly. At number 22, we've got Bianca Belair's 450 Splash. Power and athleticism come together together beautifully in one of the cleanest aerial finishers you'll see. And wrapping up this section at number 21 is AJ Styles' Spiral Tap. Honestly, only AJ Styles could make something this difficult look so effortless. Now we're down to the final 20, and this is where the rankings become really difficult. Every move from here on has something special about it, whether it's the animation, the impact, or just how satisfying it feels to pull off. Starting off the top 20 at number 20 is Shinsuke Nakamura's Kinshasa 72. Nakamura doesn't need anything overly complicated to make this work. One perfectly timed knee strike is all it takes. The presentation, the sound, and the impact come together to make this one incredibly memorable. At number 19, we've got Rey Mysterio's Dragon Rana. This move is everything you'd expect from Rey Mysterio. Fast, unpredictable, and unbelievably smooth. It captures his high-flying style perfectly and always looks spectacular. Coming in at number 18 is Ilya Dragunov's Super H-Bomb. Few diving attacks in WWE 2K26 look as violent as this one. Taking the 17th spot is Triple H's Avalanche Pedigree. The pedigree has always been iconic, but performing it from the top rope takes it to another level. It feels bigger, more dangerous, and exactly what you'd expect from the game. At number 16, we've got Sheamus's Irish Curse into Brogue Kick combo. This is one of the best combination finishers in the game. The Irish Curse backbreaker softens the opponent up perfectly before that massive Brogue Kick lands to finish the job. Coming in at number 15 is Sami Zayn's Top Rope Brainbuster. This move looks incredibly dangerous every single time. It's dramatic, impactful, and honestly one of the most underrated super finishers in WWE 2K26. Number 14 belongs to Kane's Super Chokeslam. Sometimes simple is better. Kane doesn't need flashy animations or complicated setups. One enormous chokeslam is more than enough to convince you the match is over. At number 13, we've got The Undertaker's Hell's Gate. Submission, super finishers are pretty rare, and that's exactly what helps this one stand out. Watching the Deadman lock in Hell's Gate creates a completely different kind of tension compared to the usual high-impact moves. Coming in at number 12 is John Cena's Avalanche Attitude Adjustment. Cena somehow takes one of the greatest finishers in WWE history and makes it even more impressive. Delivering an attitude adjustment from the top rope is exactly the kind of moment that gets the crowd on its feet. And just missing out on the top 10 at number 11 is Seth Rollins' Springboard Stomp. It's quick, innovative, and incredibly satisfying to watch. Seth Rollins makes one of WWE's most unique finishers look effortless, and the animation captures that perfectly. We've finally reached the top 10, and honestly, this is where every single move could make an argument for being number 1. Kicking things off at number 10 is Damian Priest's Super South of Heaven. This isn't just another chokeslam. The height, the impact, and the smooth animation make it one of the cleanest power finishers in the entire game. At number 9, we've got Brock Lesnar's Shooting Star Press. Seeing Brock pull off a Shooting Star Press is always a special moment. It's a fantastic tribute to one of the most unbelievable moments of his career. Coming in at number 8 is Seth Rollins' Super Stomp. There's something incredibly satisfying about how quickly this move ends everything. One stomp is all it takes, and the animation delivers every single time. Taking the 7th spot is Kevin Owens' Package Pile Driver. This move looks absolutely brutal. Every execution feels dangerous, and it's one of those finishers that instantly makes you believe the match is finished. At number 6, we've got Randy Orton's Punt Kick. The Viper has never needed flashy moves. He just waits for the perfect opening, and then it's over. The timing, the presentation, and the impact make this one unforgettable. And then, we're down to the final 5. If you've made it this far, let me know your personal number 1 down in the comments before we reveal mine. Starting the top 5 at number 5 is John Cena's Double Attitude Adjustment. Lifting 2 opponents onto your shoulders at the same time almost doesn't seem possible, and that's exactly why this move is so much fun to watch. It's an incredible display of strength, spectacle, and pure entertainment. Coming in at number 4 is Cody Rhodes' Crossroads Trinity. 3 Crossroads in a row. The pacing is perfect, the drama builds with every hit, and the final impact feels like the closing scene of a WrestleMania main event. Taking the 3rd spot is Roman Reigns' Superman Punch into Spear Combo. This super finisher captures everything that made Roman Reigns so dominant. The Superman Punch stuns his opponent just long enough for that devastating spear, creating one of the most complete finishing sequences in the game. At number 2 is Randy Orton's Avalanche RKO. The RKO has always been one of WWE's greatest finishers because it can happen out of nowhere, but seeing Orton hit it from the top rope somehow makes it even more spectacular. It's smooth, shocking, and almost impossible not to love. And finally, we've reached my number 1 pick. The best super finisher in WWE 2K26, in my opinion, is CM Punk's GTS4. Everything about this move just feels right. The setup builds anticipation perfectly. The animation flows beautifully from start to finish. The impact is explosive, and when that knee connects, it genuinely feels like the final moment of an unforgettable main event. It combines presentation, realism, crowd reaction, and pure satisfaction better than any other super finisher in WWE 2K26. For me, nothing else comes close. CM Punk's GTS4 takes the number 1 spot. So that's my complete ranking of every super finisher in WWE 2K26. Now it's your turn. Which move do you think deserved the number 1 spot? Did I rank one of your favorites too high or maybe way too low? Let me know your own top 5 down in the comments because I genuinely enjoy reading your rankings and seeing where we disagree. If you enjoyed this countdown, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to Gamify Nation, and turn on notifications so you don't miss future WWE 2K26 videos. Thanks for watching, and